This is the second question from the brother Stephen Cole. He said, can you explain the double Ankh? What does it mean?
Well, simply, the Ankh, the double Ankh is called the Ankh Twi. And when you see Twi on the end of a word in our ancient language, it means two or double. There's a Patarak that I heard called the Throne, and Partner BABAH YAANANAN was explaining how at the right exact moment and the right time, certain energies meet and cross and gives birth to certain types of beings. Now, another way to look at the double Ankh, based upon research of actual facts and Patarak, it's the second resurrection. Okay. So when you deal with the Nation of Islam, as Zamal Atum Hutep was explaining, that the messenger Elijah Muhammad, he came with a message. And if you speak to some of the brothers from the original fruit of Islam, they always say, we was part of the first resurrection. We walk with the messenger. They had on bow ties, which represented a transformation or a new life, how a butterfly goes through the different stages from a caterpillar into the cocoon, and the bow tie symbolized that we wore that we were living a new life back then in the first resurrection.
Okay.
So now, based upon the second resurrection, from the year 1970 to the year 2003, there were certain type of beings born, and you'll read more on that inside of the Patarak called the Golden Children.
Okay.
Now, to each people was sent a warning. The Arabs had their warning. The Phoenicians had their warnings. The Mesopotamians had their warning. Now we have a warner, dark-skinned Negroid with nappy hair, such as ourselves, that's every 24,000 years come with the renewal and the rebirth of our story. So this will be called the second resurrection. So as it explains to me, when you see a brother or a sister wearing the double Ankh, that represents he's living a new life. She or he is living a new life. They've given up that old way. They've given up that moon cycle religion. They've given up the hate. They've given up the drugs, the alcohol, fornication. We living by Patarak. We being raised from a mental death, right? And we being reborn again in the body, in the mind of non-ether.
All right.
And it goes on and on and on. That's just, was that sufficient as a amount?
That was perfect.
Tell
All right.